Okay, so this is my first gear video, like about a piece of gear that you probably don't have. And if you do have it, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to get out of those Chinese markets right now. I mean, that's kind of a joke. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's kind of weird though, like buying that stuff. We're going to find out today if this particular, and because, this is the kind of thing you can get on there. It's pretty cool, to be honest. Very cheap. I think I paid like $3 for this or something. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm going to have to ship it over here, right? Which is freaking $40 or whatever, but, or I think I shipped it. Yeah, it took a long time to get here, so it shipped on like, oh, the light is changing again. It's because I put something near the camera, then it like adjusts. It's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, I would put like shine the light back out of the light changes. Interesting notion, but yeah, I think I paid like I forget what I paid for it really. It was so long ago. It was shipped like on a ship, and so now I have the Pigtone vintage distortion here. So I know you can't really read that. It says volume, filter, distortion, and then we've got solo, turbo, and normal, which I know you can't read. Okay, don't worry about that. And that's this little switch here, and that's like the kind of cool thing that made me, because a lot of pedals have these three. I mean, this is filter, which could probably be the same as tone, but that's what they call it on a rat. And then distortion, it's kind of like a rat, kind of. I think this is a rat. I think that's what it is. We're gonna find out though. So I don't know why I ordered it. I needed a distortion. I've gotten like a few since then, honestly. Right now I'm using an Empress multi-drive on the unit that I'm going to test this with, that I was going to, or should I use a guitar? I should think about this before I make videos. Well, it's going to either be guitar or synth, maybe both. We could do both, I guess, Yeah. So basically, we'll test it out. I mean, there's a few features. There's 3 knobs, potentiometers, and a switch, 3-way switch. So that's, I'm sure, a wide variety of tones that you can get. But probably sounds, has a sound. It's more, with a distortion, it's more like what I would say, what makes a good distortion is, like, on one hand, how well the input, like, phase works for, like, if you put a lot of input into it, if it just, like, breaks up in a terrible way, so it's to sound horrible and you push a lot into it. If you're using pedals in series with a guitar, or if you're doing a line level output with a synth, And then the other thing is like how much you can actually sculpt the tone with it. And, really, I would say distortion kind of is distortion, really. I mean, no, yes and no, but obviously there's more second order or third order, right? There's a little bit of differences. Obviously, like, you can get like on a really bad amp, if you crank it up, like you can start to get really poppy, fizzy distortion and stuff, that's terrible. Or that's good, maybe it's great, maybe this is a pop and fizz box or something, I don't know. Let's try it out though. So that's 313. We'll do another little clip here of some kind of thing. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to show this somehow, or maybe I gotta think about this for a little bit. I've got some time though, because I can edit it however I want, right? I mean, I can do this part, and then you'll see me doing something else, and it's like 1 second later, and there won't even be a time delay. Okay, so this is the next part of the video, I guess. Let's make sure this is all working here. Let's see. Is that really recording? I guess it is. Okay, here we go. So this is some pedals. There's some audio playing. I should probably put on my headphones here. You can't see me, so I can do all sorts of stuff, and you can't even see me. This is cool. You can only see what I'm showing you. Love show business. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, so you can hear that, I guess. You're gonna be able to hear it really well pretty soon. Alright, so why is that working like a weird? Oh yeah, because it's, I mean, yeah, I guess I should probably move the microphone a little bit closer to me so you can hear me a little bit better here. I know it's pretty ramshackle, eh? I mean, this whole business of doing stuff like this, me in here, doing this. I mean, this is totally ridiculous that I'm recording right now. I should probably start over. When I get this far, though, I should probably just start over, to be honest. It's totally unprofessional. Just mix right before I fucking... There we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So that's 1 minute. Was that fun? I'm gonna kind of maybe leave it like that, and we'll just kind of. So that was the synth playing. I mean, there was music playing at that part. It's not like I was just totally fiddling around. But anyway, so This is the Pigtone, so this is the one we're going to test out mainly, but I'm going to compare it to a Behringer 2-band modeler. Okay, Behringer actually makes some pretty good pedals, to be honest. And an Empress multi-drive, which is for sure the most expensive and knobbiest one, with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh yeah, 10 knobs. And then a lot of switches too, 3-way switches all the way across, a lot of options on that one. And then the last one is the classic clone. You know, you can get those pretty cheap now, you know, someone figured out how to make them, so. And those are great for guitar and for drum machine. They sound really good. For synth, we'll see. I've been playing with these a little bit and seeing what they sound like. So let's just, first of all, kick on the Pigtone. Here we go. So the different modes, like the boost mode and so on, the boost mode and like the different, these 3 switches here that I was showing you before, they don't really do too much. But it sounds good, like holy crap, it does sound good. It's a little bit noisy, but that's to be expected, right? So you can turn the filter down, and that gets really, you know, you can, you know, or you can get a more deeper sound with it, you know. I kind of like it with it. This is how I like it. Okay. So you hear how much it changes the sound, eh? Whoa, these distortion pedals, they really amp the gain up, eh? Wow, holy crap. Sounds good on synth, eh? I mean, I think it does. I love that kind of sound, to be honest. Love distorting my bass synth. God. This is so weak right now. Listen how weak this is. That's kind of... Like, I kind of think this synth, like, that's why I got these distortion pedals, these 3 anyway. The clone I've had for a while, the 2-band modeler, the Pigtone, and the Empress multi-drive I got to try out with this, this Minifreak here, which is what I'm playing it through. And the reason is because, basically, like, I don't know, this Minifreak is cool, but it kind of needs something, you know, it's just, it doesn't really have the juice or something. So let's try the Behringer 2-band modeler. Oh, that's some good bass, yeah. Here we go. So the Behringer definitely has better bass. Like the Behringer unit has way better bass in this thing. So I think as far as this, you know, oh yeah. Oh, the Behringer is totally killing it. Well, let's try the last one here. Why did I just blow my shit? Weird. Oh, there we go. Getting it back there. Alright. Apparently it's dimming lights downstairs. Setting too much power. Well, that's probably enough of a little test there. You got that last one was Empress multi-drive, the one that dimmed the lights. So if you want to know about that kind of shit, you know, I mean, that's how weak it sounds without the. Oh shit, the lighting does look different now, doesn't it? Holy shit, there's something weird happening here. That's pretty cool. That was cool, actually. I mean, distortion, man. Holy crap. If you want to learn about that, I mean, you can really go super far with distortion. Like, so fucking crazy what you could do with that. Like, a distorted signal can get so loud. It's basically like an amplifier. I won't even talk about the secret thing, but that was my little video, so I hope the shadows and blinking lights were enough. Okay, cool.